What's going on in Colombia? The international community has followed closely the current crisis in Colombia, where there has been a wave of protests against the administration of Iván Duque, who strives for an unpopular tax reform that affects the economy of the middle class. The reform was withdrawn this week by the president, but the strikes keep going, and now international organizations are accusing of excessive use of force by authorities after the death of 19 people. There have been dozens of reports against the police for authority abuse with protesters. The United Nations and the European Union made a call for peace and had joined to demands. The national police is committed to investigate those use. On the 15th of April, the President, Iván Duque, sent to Congress the reform that was designated called more taxes, having the middle class as the primarily affected by this. One of the points of the reform was to add for the first time a tax to the Colombian people who earn well above $656 per month, more than 33,000 Mexican pesos, what made no sense in reality, considering that the median wage is about $2,048, which is almost 5,000 Mexican pesos. The reform also considered an increase in the VAT, which affected full completion for the products. People who pay taxes are the ones who gain more than $2,000, which is 20,000 Mexican pesos. Duque, considering the wave of protests to away the Congress project, the proposals that were considered against the measure are now the considered of probably the abuse that exists on South America.
The authorities took the decision to militarize Cali, but the protests kept going, especially after the 1st of May, the International Worker Day. In places like Bogotá, Medellín, Barranquilla, Bucaramanga, and Manizales, we remain alarmed by the events that occurred in Cali, Colombia, last night, when the police opened fire against the protesters. People were killed and injured, according to the information received by Marta Hurtado, spokesperson for the Office of the United Nations for Human Rights. There are apparently 19 casualties, but the opposition and international agencies do not rule out that there are probably more, especially injured and threatened people. Our office in Colombia is working to verify the exact number of victims and establish the circumstances under which these terrible accidents happened in Cali, Hurtado mentioned. Marta added that the human rights advocates informed that they were threatened as well. Carlos Camargo, Colombian ombudsman, mentioned that on Monday night an official ministry alongside an attorney general in charge of whistleblowing and 3 more public defenders of the human rights were attacked by the public force while they held detained people in Cali. The European Union, as the security force to avoid a harsh response, encouraged to pursue peace and condemn violence. Last year, 13 people were killed during the strikes, product of the death of a man in the hands of the police. Despite the complaints, the national police argued that they are supporters of the human rights and the international protocols to control the protests.